Welcome to KTBTV and my CPU breadboard build. I have done several things since the last session that are kind of important. Number one is I fixed my RAM issue that I was having. After the last build session, I realized that I didn't actually have a I didn't when these multiplexers were connecting into the RAM lines, they for the data in, they weren't actually, what's the word I'm looking for? They weren't disconnecting properly. So I had to I was very lucky that my local electronics shop had this 74HCT, not an LS, but well, they had LS too, but 74HCT 244, which is not the bus transceiver that I use in the rest of the build here and in a couple of other places, but it is it's a buffer. So hey, Ender, just kind of starting to go through some of the changes that I made this last time. While I was correcting the buffer issue that I had. So now the RAM actually works. And my parts came in to expand the memory for the RAM out from just 4 bits to 8 bits. So I have 8 bits of RAM to work with. So instead of, or rather I have 8 bits of RAM addressing to work with. So I, instead of only being able to use 16 bytes worth of data, I can use 256 bytes of data. So quite a large jump there in what my computer will be capable of. Also, and oh, you'll see, I have this nice Christmas lights pattern going. They're not green, but shh. Because this is actually the contents of the RAM being put out on the bus and going into the memory address registers, and then it just cycling through that. So, yeah, close enough, exactly. So, that's pretty good. It's working. I have a couple of other things with the other stuff that I ordered. Number one is I have a new little header for the power. So I soldered a new cable onto some header pins so that it's actually stabbing into the breadboard instead of just the 2 pins that I had been using just kind of flopping around in there. Goodness, apparently I need a drink. And the other thing is that I fixed my clock speed issue. I used some calculations. I used some calculations for and did some checking on the different potentiometers that I have. So I've got this mega ohm potentiometer, which is kind of running too fast for the camera to see. So I can slow it down quite a bit and speed it up faster than even my eye can see. So, like, this is just straight up faster than I can see. So, it's between it's about 0.7 hertz clock cycle to 2 kilohertz clock cycle. So, actually some shocking range there. So that'll be great. Let's stop this for the moment because I want to connect this to the bus here, but I am going to do the output build first. I've been waiting to connect this shit up, but no, I'm going to do the output build first. I haven't actually gotten the other 4 bits of this of the program counter set up yet. So I will do that offline though. So let's unplug this. I'll show you the. You can see. Whoop, there we go. So, see, I took one of the header pins. I very messily. Which way? There we go. I very messily soldered the two sides together, and so one side is voltage source and one side is ground, and so it just clicks in wherever I need it to very nicely. But let's move this out of the way for the moment. Can go over here, and the registers can go over here. I should toss this little chip. I've upgraded my box to a slightly larger box. Here we are. Not the camera lens. Output and control logic. There, in focus. Cool. Does autofocus even work with this? Hold on a second. I don't think that. I'm assuming autofocus doesn't work with the. Yeah, no, I'd need to like. No, autofocus does not work with this software. Okay. Anyway, box upgraded to slightly bigger box. Well, all right. So here, this was the only box that I had. It was a, you'll see, Sidekick basic kit. It had a breadboard and it had you know, these jumpers and stuff in it. I bought it at a Radio Shack like 5, maybe 10 years ago. Relatively soon before they went out of business. I have a slightly bigger box now, so because I have more stuff, especially with all of the stuff that I ordered. I have more stuff now, so I've upgraded to a slightly bigger box. And now these smaller boxes held inside the slightly bigger box. So, you know, it's the little things, or the bigger things in this case. There we go. This is not exactly an unboxing channel or anything, but here we go. Whoop. Output and control logic. Put that aside for a moment. Oh, and I ordered some spare breadboards and stuff too. All right, this is a hefty package. And I believe that in this package there is a knockoff Arduino. I have an Arduino Uno already, so I'm probably gonna use that. But apparently there's a knockoff Arduino that comes with this kit, so that you can do the EEPROM programming, because you have to do EEPROM programming for the output stuff. So we'll probably build the EEPROM programmer if we get a chance after the output tonight. Right. So we've got, holy shit, 6 boards. Six new breadboards. And then the pack-o things. Let's see. Just kind of shuffle this out. Nope, that didn't work. All right, so we've got 4. There we go. We've got 4 7-segment displays. We've got some 220 ohm resistors. We've got some more capacitors. I do not need more capacitors. Try and get that focus somewhere closer. We've got more LEDs. Got some bars of chips, some EEPROMs. Oh, so one of the other things that I bought, because I have 8 bits worth of I always need more caps. I'm just waiting for them to start exploding on me. Because I have an 8-bit instruction now instead of, well, an 8-bit operand for the instruction, or I can do an 8-bit operand for the instruction. I actually upgraded these EEPROMs a little bit, and one of the things that I bought were these are, I want to say, what is this? It says it on here. I'm sorry. 28C16 EEPROMs. So these are 16 kilobyte EEPROMs, I want to say, or 16 kilobit, maybe. I got some 256 kilobit, so same upgrade from the size of the RAM. Upgraded the EEPROMs so that I can have more instructions and be able to have more signals as well, because I want to add in a stack signal and a couple of other things. Let's see, we've got here our knockoff Arduino. This is a Key Studio nano chip for Arduino CH340. I don't know what that means, but it's a knockoff Arduino. So actually I want to pop this open because I'm probably not going to use it, but like, who knows? I was just planning on using my Arduino Uno, so let's see. Not like I'm going to resell it or anything. Yeah. Oh, come on. Get out. Yeah. Come on. There we go. Oh yeah, so we've got some pins pointing up and a bunch of pins pointing down. So yeah, so we've I've not used the Arduino Nano. I've only ever used the Arduino Uno, but this is supposedly a an equivalent for the Arduino Uno. I'm sorry, Arduino Nano. So toss that back in the box and probably not look at it again for a long time. But next time that I need a small board like that, we've got some more resistors. These are, whoa, I don't know what these chunky boys are. Yellow, brown, black, yellow. I have no idea how big those are. And then we've got 10K and 1K. So, all right. Ah, here we are. Here are our green LEDs. And then another switch and button. So a switch and a button. Cool. So that's probably going to be for our... That button is probably going to be for our reset circuit. So let's take a look at the manual here. And cool. So we get 6 breadboards, 1 Arduino Nano. Oh, 555 timer. Oh, I didn't even look in here. Oh, yep, 555 timer. We get a quad NAND gate, a quad NOR gate, a hex inverter, 2 quad AND gates. Oh, 2 dual JK flip-flops. Or one dual JK flip-flop. Oh, neat. The 74LS107 replaces the 74LS76 dual JK flip-flop used in the videos. It's functionally the same, but be careful, the pinout is different. Pay attention to the function of each pin and make sure you hook it up correctly. I'm not going directly off the videos, so that's fine. I am generally going off the videos, but I'm not going directly off, so I'm good with that. 74 LS138 3/8 line decoder. I actually ordered an extra one of these from Jameco while I was doing my other order. So 74 LS 139 is a 2 to 4 line decoder. Okay. 74 LS 161 is a 4-bit counter. I ordered 2 more 4-bit counters, I want to say. Maybe I ordered an 8-bit counter, but I'm pretty sure I ordered another 4-bit counter, which is actually an incrementer and a decrementer, so it counts up and down, which I'm going to play around with. That's going to be for my stack, so we'll see how that goes. A 4-bit D register, an 8-bit D register. Oh, 74 LS273. Hold on a second. Pretty sure that this does not have anything identifying the store that I bought this at. Yep. I got something slightly different. I got a high-speed CMOS latch, 74 HCT 373, which I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure is basically a register, an 8-bit register. So I picked one of those up because I saw it, and I was like, oh, well, it's what, like $2? Might as well buy it. And we've got an 8-bit shift register. This is the 74 HC. Oh, HC. Yeah, there we go. So this is, it's an HC, but not an HCT. Really? Hold on a second. 2 of those. Hold on a second. I want to see that is actually an HC and not an HCT. Not in there. Yeah, 74 HC 595. So the HC versus the HCT. The HC is very similar to the LS series, but uses more modern technology, essentially. So this is high-speed CMOS instead of low-power Schottky, or however you say it. There are 2 different technologies that essentially do the same thing, but the HC series is not always directly compatible with the transistor-to-transistor logic, the TTL logic, that the LS series is. So there is a specific series of the 74 HCT that is, or family, I'm sorry, a different family of chips for the HCT that is specifically made to be identical or compatible with the LS series stuff, the TTY logic, or TTL logic, I'm sorry. So that's interesting that this is HC and not HCT, but that's fine. And then 328 C16 EPROMs. I'm going to replace 2 of those for the control logic, though I'm going to keep one of them for the output register. So, or I'm sorry, the output 7-segment display. All right. Momentary push button, slide switch. Then we've got 40 220 ohm resistors, 5 1K resistors, 10 10K resistors, 5. Okay, so this is a 100K resistor. It's not a mega ohm resistor, it's a 100K resistor. Apparently I only need one of those, but I get 5, so okay. Then 20 red, 20 blue, 10 green LEDs, 7-segment displays, and 5 110 nanofarad capacitors. This is what we're building tonight here. So the control logic scheme is going to be the biggest change that is going to be made here. So this is going to be very similar to how we're going to see it, but we're going to pay close attention to that when that happens. Bus and overall computer architecture. Well, this is a neat diagram. Cool. This is for putting together the bus. This is a flags register and the conditional jump. this section is the ALU kit. Sorry, this section is the ALU we built in kit number 2. The new part to the left shows the flags register. So this is the ALU, and then coming out of it, here's some extra info. So we'll deal with that when we come to it. That's definitely the last thing we're building. So, and then here's the quick reference. And there's that flip-flop change. All right. Here we are. The Arduino EEPROM programmer. In the videos, we build a programmer for the 28C16 EEPROM using an Arduino. All of the parts to build the program are included in this kit. You can find the code, use it in the videos, in the following GitHub repository. So I plan on doing this, but honestly, the EEPROM programmer is probably the most boring part of this. I mean, I think it's really interesting, but I don't think that it's going to... not like many people are watching these as it is, because I'm not good at anything. But the EEPROM programming is probably the most boring part of this. So I will probably do this offline. For these EEPROMs, this EEPROM can be programmed with 2048 8-bit values. After applying an 11-bit address to the address lines, the stored value can be read from the 8 I/O lines. So the reason that I'm going to be... Hold on, I actually do need that drink. So the reason that I'm going to be expanding the control logic EEPROMs is because you'll notice that this has 11 bits for the address. Hey, Dr. Noobs, how's it going? This has 11 bits for the address, so you can get 11 bits input to get an 8-bit output. And so in the control logic here, the control logic, it has 8 bits out for half the flags, 8 bits out for another half of the flags. So that's 16 bits. I'm sorry, for the different controls. So it has 16 controls. Now, it also has for the inputs of these. The inputs of these are based on the different flag registers and the instruction registers. And what am I missing that this also has an input? Where else is the input coming in from this? Oh, and the micro step, essentially. So the three things that make up that 11-bit address are... the three things that make up the 11-bit address are 2 flags, 3 bits worth of, 3 bits, right? Yeah, 3 bits worth of instruction sub-steps. So that's 5. And then 4 bits worth of the instruction itself. Why am I missing some here? So that's 11 bits total. That's not 11 bits total. That's 9 bits total. Right? I'm crazy here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so 0 to 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So then what are the other address bits that I'm missing? Oh, okay, so he does have at least 1 bit that is just tied to ground. So there's 1 bit tied to ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. Where's the 11th bit? What am I missing for the 11th bit? I'm a crazy person. Hold on a second. When am I making a 128-bit processor? That one, let me finish the 8-bit first. As you can tell, I'm immediately having issues figuring out my immediate shit here. Alright, A0, A1, and A2 are the counter, right? Those are the 3 bits for the micro step instruction. So then the instruction register is a 3, a 4, a 5, and a 6. Then a 7 is tied to ground, so he doesn't use it. A8 and A9. Oh, A10 is also tied to ground. There we go. That's why. A7 and A10. So 2 bits are tied to ground. So he doesn't actually use these for much, but I wanted to make sure that I had additional options for inputs, and I wanted to get so I have 2 options to expand inputs at the moment, just using these, but I have no options for extra controls. So oh yes, obviously. So I have 2 bits to do more inputs, but I have 4 bits that I'm adding for the instruction register. So I need at least 13 bits worth of address space to be able to use all 8 of my instruction register bits. So I need at least 13 there. And then I also wanted to grab a third 8-bit output so that I could get extra controls. So I have 3 of these that have more outputs. Hold on a second. I actually ordered 5 because they come in 5 packs. Gotta run before I can crawl. Damn right. That's exactly how that saying goes. So I have here, these are AT28C256s. So they're 28 bits instead of 24. Yes, 28 pins instead of 24, which means I should have 2 more pins available to me, which will give me exactly the number that I need. So if I have 13 address pins instead of 11. So we should be good there. And I can modify the EEPROM programmer easily enough to program these as well. So, all right. So let's put that aside. But let's look at the output module tonight, because that's really where we're at right now. I want to build the output so that I can take a number and put it somewhere. Display the damn number. Gotta be the fastest runner ever before you can crawl. Yes, I believe that is exactly how that saying goes. Let's get a new breadboard. I'm gonna just start by putting my power on the outside, because it's going on the right hand side. I'm going to put power on the outside. I'm going to put my clock on the inside as well, because I want to tie these together with the clock circuit. So let's get started very slowly. Okay. Power first, easy enough. I've been getting a lot better with these wire cutters, by the way, because I've been having a lot of extra practice trying to fix my RAM mistakes. So hopefully I'll be a little bit faster with these in general. But let's see. It's been a nice, pleasant evening. Nice, pleasant evenings when I'm not watching a movie with my wife or something, to be able to sit down and try and figure out this puzzle of where I've fucked up in the past session. If I'm not building a quantum computer right now, you don't know what I'm doing. I feel like I need a lot more equipment for a quantum computer. Like a something to bring most of this down to like 4 degrees Celsius, or I'm sorry, 4 degrees Kelvin. But yeah, that absolutely. That's not even like running before you can crawl. That's like get building yourself a rocket and launching yourself into space before you can learn to crawl. Oh my goodness. What am I doing here? Why aren't I building a quantum computer? Wasting my life, I tell you. Trying to educate myself on computer science. What a... if it's not... I'm educating myself on computer science from the 70s instead of the current age. Alright. Actually, I need to figure out, is this going on the outside? It is, okay. This one is actually gonna go right here. I'm realizing I should probably just break this off right now. Just double check that, yeah. I'm gonna break this off and just shove it on here right now. Before I get too far with this, and this is good because this is the bottom half of my bus. Hello, Miss Lynn. Isn't your husband busy? Is that why you're bothering me instead? Ha. I would think you would be watching him instead, is the point I'm trying to make. What is that? What if it runs a little toasty? Free heating. Oh, is he done? I hope that it went well. I was we were with Jen and Jason eating dinner, and I'm like, why is my phone buzzing like I'm going live on Twitch? No, that's Jeff going live on Twitch. Okay, there you go. You've got the bottom half of my bus. That makes me happy. All right. So this. Also, that's just stonks. Have you been watching Desert Bus, Dr. Noobs? Watching Ian's stonk of the day. Alright, get in there. Come on. I said on. Boy, I tell you, you got one right decision to make. Alright, there we go. I don't know why I turned into a southern racist, but... Alright. There we go. Let's bring the clock down on the inside here. Get this preliminary stuff out of the way, right? Alright. Hello, Jeff. Stream went okay. You put the Elgato too close to your computer's exhaust and it overheated. Oh no! I have to admit I have not had that problem. That is a good thing to remember. Yeah, actually, I'm thinking of the picture that you sent me. That yeah, because your laptop fan's on the left-hand side there, huh? No damage, but you had to stop. Fair enough. Did it like? Did it just completely stop working, or like stop outputting an image, but like it came back after cooling down, or did it just like downgrade what resolution it was outputting at? Come on, wire cutters, back to where you were. Alright. One more of these to make for the wire cutters. Oh, actually, I'm realizing this one is the nice size, so I can just gotta eyeball this. This is standard size jumper here. It went to looking for device and then black screen. Might have been the iPad adapter to HDMI overheating because that's 1,000,000 degrees. Oh my goodness. Yeah, yeah, I would let that cool down. That sounds like a good plan. All right, that was a little bit wide. All right, let's try this again. Well, still, I'm glad that things went okay before then. Hopefully, oh hey, wait, it didn't do the thing. Galen, thank you for the follow. I don't know why it normally it should be telling me that. Huh. Yeah, normally it tells me on the screen that somebody followed me, and well, hey, Penumbra Lynn, thanks for the follow. Hopefully this isn't a normal thing because 1.5 hours is not nearly enough of a run. Yeah, well, I think that if you just move it to the other side of your computer, you'll probably be fine. There we go. All right, got our clock down the one side, power down the other. Well, power on the rails. All right. So I'm gonna move some stuff from the back here so that I can push this back so that we can look at our schematic. Okay. So on number one, we've got our four 7-segment displays. So let's just go straight with that first thing. Let's put the 7-segment displays in. Or just like a heat block. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if that will work for you. Maybe if you put it in a cup of ice. I would not suggest that. Oh yeah, you got your new M2 drive, Ender? What? How big did you get it? How big of an M2 drive did you get? Did you get a full terabyte? I mean, like, I assume that you're gonna be running. Oh yeah, full terabyte. Nice. It's shocking how cheap memory is getting these days. Okay, Jeff. Have a nice evening. It's good to see you too. All right. This 7-segment display. Yeah, it's shocking how cheap the that memory is getting these days. Oh, I really hope I'm supposed to pull this off because I'm pulling it off. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is just a protective cover. I think we're fine there. Okay. Yes, YouTube, I'm still listening. Gonna be using it for your main things that you really want to run well. Well, I mean, you'll need an entire terabyte if you're gonna be running Call of Duty. Heyo. Okay, this drives me nuts. Everything else that I have used has been nice and even, but now I can't have it so that there are 2 empty pins. The pins go 2 up and 3 down, or 3 up and 2 down. That's frustrating. Which pins do I need to? I'm assuming that the pins for the 7-segment display start in the bottom left. Oh, but they might not. Let me see. Let's pull up this schematic for the 7-segment display. Does this even have a schematic for the 7-segment display? Oh. No, nope. This does not have a schematic for the 7-segment display. Okay. All right. I guess we're just guessing at where these go. I'll look at the... Oh, we'll look at the picture on the back. Or on the front. Whichever. That doesn't help. It's a block. Your computer... it's really not that bad right now. Well, yeah. It's just, I know. It's the joke of Call of Duty taking up all of the disk space, though. Your computer decided not to turn on this morning, so you're super excited to figure that out before your stream. Oh no, noobs! Maybe if I would build you a quantum computer, you wouldn't have to worry about it. Well, you know, if wishes were dreams, I'd be building a quantum computer right now. Don't let your dreams be memes. So these pins... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And then this is the decimal point. And then this runs off of the demuxer. Huh. I don't understand how this works at all. It has 8 pins. It has 10 pins. Okay. So it does have 10 pins. I think I have to look this up. LTS 547R. I have to look this up. Currently in the marketplace for a new graphics card, Galen. Beyond grandparent old. What do you oh yeah, everything is sold out right now. Absolutely. I mean, Ender's upgrading. Maybe he can sell you his. LTS 547R. Red single digit 7-segment display. Oh goodness. Common cathode. I don't know where I need to put my voltage and ground. Yes, but how old, Galen? Apparently great-grandparent old, but 547R, not the 547A, but it's probably got the same pin out as the 547A or AP. Let's see. All right. Let's see. We've got the pin out is wait, yeah, no, it has 10 pins. So do I not connect this to power or ground? Oh, 3 and 8 are common cathode. Okay. Okay. Common cathode. Right, okay. Remembering how this all works. Okay, so common cathode means that when these are... wait a minute. Cathode and anode. Let me not mix this up. Cathode is the electrode from which a conventional current leaves a polarized electrical device. It's always the problem of what is quote unquote positive and what is quote unquote negative. An electrode through which a convention current flows the other way into the device is termed an anode. So yeah, so a cathode, yeah, common cathode is positive. Ooh, 760. I mean, I think that I have a 730 in the streaming computer I was using until very recently. Until I got my Elgato, because it wouldn't run it. So the common cathode means that when this goes low, question mark, when this goes low, all of the bits that are high will be able to flow out. And so this essentially acts as the ground, and these all act as power. I may be wrong, and it may be the other way around, but I'm pretty sure that that is the case, is that these are all... You know, I don't remember. I'm gonna have to play with it. Let's play with it right now. So, number 3 and number 8 are the two that are there, right? Number 3 and number 8. Where's my power? So let's see. Number 3 and number 8 are common cathode. So, oh, also, where does it start? Where does it start? I don't know which ones are 3 and 8. Please hold. Which pins are 3 and 8? How do I know which pins start? Great, do I just have to freaking guess? 3 and 8, they're going to be the center ones on each side, aren't they? So, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it doesn't matter. So let's say that we're going to hook up this to ground, question mark. We'll hook this up to ground. Yep, please. Would you please? And we'll hook this up to ground. And let's see if it's ground or if it's ground or if it's the other way around. Either that or I'm about to burn out a 7-segment display, so that's nice. Whoop. Yep, I think it is the other way around. So let's do this with... let's pull this out. I'm going to put it up here and put this to 5 volts. So yeah, cathode is positive then, is what we're going to figure out right now. Cathode is positive or negative. I believe cathode is positive. But had to try it the other way. It's fine. Oop. Nope. It definitely does not like that. So that's really interesting. It doesn't like it either way. Huh. It doesn't really matter which one of these I plug it into. Just as long as 3 and 8 are tied together and then tied either high or low. I'm just gonna check that I didn't screw this up otherwise. I'm just gonna plug this over into my other chunk of boards. Yeah, no, that's... Power still works. Power is correct on these rails as well. Always good to double check that. Oh! I picked literally any one to do. I picked pin 3. So I've definitely screwed up something here. Hey, can you oh jeez. What have I done? Let me cycle the clock here. Okay, so if I cycle the clock, things are working here technically. As I cycle the clock line, there are other things that are doing things, so that's good. But this is not actually doing anything, which is fascinating. Huh. Just to make sure I didn't burn it out. I'll just put in this other one that I clearly am going to burn the fuck out. Oh yeah, I'll do read, and then I will cycle the clock just to make sure that I have. Is that read? Or is this read? This is read. No, that's out to the bus. I'm trying to see if I can turn these on just to make sure I didn't really burn anything. The program counter up top is cycling as I do this, but yeah, so I don't know how this 7-segment display works at all. Yep. It just doesn't do what I want it to. Huh. Let me set up another one that is the other way around. Just to see. So instead of being connected both to power and this one will be connecting them both to ground. You can go both to ground there. There we go. Probably should have unplugged power for some of that, but oh yeah, so there's definitely some things that are working there. Oh, that's fun. So it kind of burns up. It's causing this to flicker. I don't like that smell. Okay. That's fun. Everything's still okay here. No, everything smells fine. I think I'm just paranoid. That's terrifying. That's super terrifying. You have a 2070 noobs. Did you get a 3080 or a 2080? I don't know how these work at all. Huh. Yeah, these are terrifying. However, I did find out that the bottom left corner is F. Is that right? Yeah, so A is the bottom. So if I were to say A, I can at least figure out which direction the pins are in. So if I want to get to the bottom, let's see, is this A? A is the bottom there, and then F is, oh, no. How does this work? How does this work? I don't understand. I'm so confused. Or rather, this would be ground here. Yep. Whoop. Yeah, that draws way too much power. So that's cool. Yep. Well, yeah, that doesn't smell good at all. I'm gonna check my power supply. Hold on. No, it's not hot. Nope, that's not hot. So something else is not liking that, but everything feels okay. Nothing's You're working on getting a 3080. Yeah, I don't understand how these work. Oh, you know what? I don't have a current limiting resistor and it's an LED. I'm so fucking dumb. Literally just attaching this straight off. That'll do it. So let's try this with some current limiting resistors instead. Though it's interesting because these are connected straight across here, which I assume this has a current limiting resistor in it, but like I don't want to rely on that. Yeah, damn right I'm trying to start fires. The Papa Kevin, I don't know about that. Where are my resistors? I have a bag of resistors in here. Hold on. So I don't have to open the new one. Huh. Where are my resistors? Did I leave them upstairs? No, I put them in the small box. Put some I'm gonna pull up this data sheet again. Ugh, not better. Let's pull up this data sheet again. A drop voltage maybe. Forward voltage. Here we are. Forward voltage 2.1 to 2.6. 2.1 is the actual voltage. The actual drop voltage. I need to do the Ohm's law thing, or I can look up resistor calculator. Resistor calculator. No, not the color code calculator. Not the color code calculator. LED resistor calculator. Ohm's law calculator. Here we are. Voltage source 5 volts. Voltage drop from LED 2.1 volts. Current through the LED is 20 milliamps. 20 milliamps. Calculate 145 resistors. 145 ohms. So the 220 ohm will be perfect. Alright. Alright. Let's see. Let's try this again. Put this here. You go common to, I don't know, fucking power. You go common to power. Yeah, power. More power. All right. Slightly change how that is set up. Here we go. Okay, so now when I do this, this should not short the entire board on me, right? Ground, please. No, it still just does absolutely fuck all. Alright, so then do it as ground then. Alright, hold on, let me just make sure that yeah, the board itself is working. Okay. Power is working. No, you can go to ground instead, and you can go to ground instead. Let's just fuck around with this. Fuck it, we'll do it live. Alright. So then you should be doing power now. But only one of these ever worked for me. Hey, look, alright, so the color works, so that's good. I mean, not that it ever really gives me that. Oh, whoops. This is in the wrong hole. Wrong hole. Alright. Not that it ever really gives me the right, huh. Yeah. I don't know what the deal is. But... Oh, this is also upside down from how I expected it. Dude, why does it just kind of flicker? It flickered there. It flickered, but then it didn't want to keep going. Not like the breadboard itself is causing it to, it's not like the breadboard itself is causing it to screw up, right? Alright. I think I'm just gonna build it, and I'm gonna figure it out along the way. So, bottom left corner. The corner, though, did this, no matter which orientation I had it in. So, if this is pin... Hold on. If this is pin... So, that's either F or C. Is that right? Hold on a second. A is pin 7, yeah. So, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Oh. Oh, this is with the dot up there. Okay, so this is with the dot. This is with the dot. Oh, sorry. This is with the dot in that corner. So, so if it were facing like this, that's A. Oh, I'm sorry. If it were facing like this. What? Wait, what? This makes no sense. I'm sorry. I need to look very closely at this, and this makes no sense to me. Yeah, this makes 0 sense to how that is. So my point is that F or C. Yeah, so F or C is the bottom left. Is the bottom left here. This is F and this is C, and either way, that corresponded to this bottom left pin, which F is either pin 9. Or C is pin 4. That doesn't make sense for either of these. How the hell do these pins count? How do these pins work? Pin 1 is bottom left corner. This is what the schematic is telling me. Pin 1 is here. 2, 3 is common cathode. Unless it's going up and down. But, like, there's no reason that it would be doing that. Yeah, noobs, you have been watching Desert Bus, haven't you? All right. Yeah, I don't understand. So pin 1, but then pin 3 is... All right. I think I need to literally just pull up the video. I think I literally just need to pull up the video because it does not make sense to me. I'm missing something here. Yeah, common cathode is going to ground. Common cathode is going to ground. So that's correct. Yeah, see, he gets this nice little chart with his 5-pack. I didn't get a chart with my pack. Disappointing. It's struggle busing a bit. You've made two comments that both make me think Desert Bus, but I feel like you're I feel like it's just amusing to me that you're using terms that make me think Desert Bus. Like replacing all of your swears with the word bus. I literally just want to watch him put it together. Yeah, so he is... Yep, that is exactly what I am expecting to see. Yeah, okay. Hold on, I'm watching this right now. Oh, I only need one cathode hooked up. That's probably what the problem is. That's probably what the problem is. I only need one hooked up. Desert Bus. You've never heard of Desert Bus? So Desert Bus is it's a charity stream. It's a video game charity stream. Loading Ready Run. They're like they used to do a lot of sketch comedy, but there's some Twitch streamers these days, but they're like a comedy group that does this stream of playing Penn and Teller's Smoke and Mirrors, the minigame Desert Bus. No, this just still doesn't want to do anything. Oh. Again, I hooked this up to the wrong thing. Yeah, this is not doing anything. What if I put this in the bottom? Nope, this does nothing. Anyway, they play Penn and Teller's Smoke and Mirrors. They play a game called Desert Bus, which is a terribly boring video game until people stop giving them money. Essentially, they've raised this year they raised almost $1 million. It was like $900,000 over the course of a week. But yeah, it's a charity stream for Child's Play. Seriously, what am I missing? What am I doing here that's wrong? Just make sure that I yep, the power is working properly. What am I doing wrong? Did I burn these out? Did I burn these out? This is the question. Did I burn them out? Well, I might just have to burn out a few more. Yep. And again, if I were to swap this, swap it so that it were going into ground instead. Ah, there we go. Okay, so these are actually common anode, maybe? Alright, so there we go. Got it, finally. Okay. I just needed to hook up one and not both. Alright. So, there we go. I don't think the dot is coming on that one, but I think that's fine. We just switch this around. So, let's see. Yeah, no dot, but the rest of it comes on. So, yeah, I think that these ones, I think the ones that I've been given are completely different than the rest of these, because this is pin 1. Pin 1 is, oh no, pin 1 is E. Pin 2 is D, supposedly. I think I'm going to need to write this down, because that is not the same as what I am seeing on these other ones. D is pin... Oh no, E and D. So yeah, pin 1 is E, pin 2 is D, pin 3. Yeah, this is wrong. This one is just straight up labeled wrong. E, D, since C is number 4. number 5 is the decimal point, which apparently just does not work. Unless, yeah, I can't see it can't see it there either. Decimal point, which just does not work, so that's good to know. That one is G, which is, oh, I'm sorry, let's start over here, I'm sorry. Number 5, no, so number 6 is B. Number 7 is A. Number 8 is a common. Number 9 is F. Okay, and number 10 is, oh yeah, apparently looking at these, I must have, I don't know. And then G is number 10. Okay, I'm gonna try the decimal point on this one. Then we'll actually start putting this together. Now that I understand more how it works. Yeah, no decimal point. I wonder why that is. Oh, wait a minute. Hey, this one doesn't work at all. Hold on a second. Let me make sure I have this in the right spot. Was I given 2 different ones? Nope. Did I burn out one of these? Probably. That one doesn't work. Alright, it's fine. I'm gonna go buy more anyway, right? That's the plan. Okay. There's the decimal point. Okay. There it is. Okay. So this one works perfectly. This one has a bad decimal point. This one just doesn't work. That was good. That was great. It's definitely me burning that out. I 100% think so. And this one, I entirely blame myself for that, so it's fine. I will go buy another one. Okay. Sorry, I've not been paying attention. Sorry. Maybe you are just Penn and Teller. Yes, I hear they're definitely doing a lot of streaming these days. Okay. I will buy another one of these. For the moment, I'm going to hook these up. I'm going to pop this out so I don't burn anything else out. Jeez. And you're the one who's Dr. Noobs. I am the professional here. The professional noob. Let's get the paper off these. Yeah, so that's how I know that this one is the one that I've screwed up the thing on. Okay. I will put this one in just so that I am aware of where it is supposed to be. There we go. Better. Okay, so we've got those in. I have an EEPROM that is going to be running from. And so we've got these 4 in. They connect to this 2 to 4 demuxer. This is an EEPROM that is going to have to connect to all of them. And to the demuxer? Yes, kind of. This is these are JK flip-flops here. And this is the 555 timer. So I want to make sure that I place all of these. Oh yeah, and there's sorry, is this this is an AND gate, I believe? Output in? Yeah, this is an AND gate. Output in and clock in. And then a clear signal as well. So So let's start by just placing everything. I can just look at this and look at how it's put up here and just double check that, because always nice to have a reference for making sure I'm doing the thing the way that I'm not going to feel crazy about it. Hey, I can't pull it out. The other end is taped shut. I can't pull it out. What's up, Ender? You and ah. All right, there we go. Pliers help. So we've got a knee problem. I'm gonna put here. Yeah, and not shove too far down, right? No, we're gonna shove it all the way in. Good. There we go. We've got to get one demuxer. Oh, hey, this is part of the same circuit, isn't it? These two are a single thing together. 74 LS107. Am I crazy there? Do I only have 174 LS107? I only have 174 LS107, so this is a single chip. The demuxer is here. The single chip goes into here. So I will probably put this here anyway. So the 139 is what I'm looking for. Oh, I've got a 107. Yeah. And a 138 is a 138. This is a 107. Oh, and I'm going to need this AND gate. Just warming up a little. Oh, that sounds nice. I wanted to turn on the space heater tonight, but I can't because I don't have another extension cord at the moment. The extra extension cord that I was using for that is currently charging my wife's car, so just making sure I'm not looking for anything else in here. Is a 138. What's the 138? Is the 74 LS137 and the 74 LS138? Yeah, oh, the 138 is the 3 to 8 line decoder. The 139, I'm sorry, is the 2 to 4 line decoder. That makes sense. Okay. Let's see. This one goes here. This one goes here. This has the 555 timer in it. And no 74 LS137. I'm sorry, 139. I'm sorry, I keep mixing up what direction it's going. Am I missing a tube? Am I missing a tube of stuff? No, this is all my extra chips that I replaced with RAM stuff. I seem to be missing a 74 LS139. Oh, and I need that 273. That 273 I need as well. 273 is here. It's cold outside and you don't like the cold. Are you aware of what's happening on the East Coast at the moment? $273. There we are. Whoop. That one goes there. All right, let's see. We've got a here it is. This is it. I was looking at the wrong numbers. Here's our Here's our 139. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Not all of that was in shot. Apologies. Still working on doing better with this camera. Oh yeah, we just had a big nor'easter happen. We got a bunch of snow, like in the double digits of inches, but the low double digits of inches. So, um, so let's see. This one I think I'm gonna put here. Let's roll these a bit. Am I gonna have enough room for all of this? This output? I'm gonna need a second board for this, aren't I? I am. I'm gonna need a second board for this output. Okay. Please hold. I'm just gonna pull this out. Pop that off. There we go. You would not like to be there right now. I mean, you grew up in California, Ender, so I have a feeling that snow is not exactly your, you know, preferred weather pattern. No, I mean, you could have grown up in Northern California. North California, born and raised on the Orange County. I don't know the layout of California. Spent the bulk of my days. No, that doesn't work at all. Just ignore the Will Smith. Alright, it's fine. You were in South Cali. Alright, yeah. Alright. Whoop! Nope. Nope. Come on. Off. Ah! Ah! The sticky bits. I don't want the sticky bits. Come on. Come on. Where you live now, you do get snow. Well, that's, you know, that's an improvement. Everybody should experience snow as a resident, just so that they'll shut up when we complain. When anybody who lives north of them complains. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you have too much air conditioning that you know, you can't go outside because it's so hot? Well, I have to go outside because I have to dig my car out of 2 feet of snow. Don't give me your bullshit. All right. I sound way saltier than I have any right to be. I am not salty. I'm just being ridiculous. All right. Boop. There we go. So, this is our bus in. This is our bus in here. Come on. And yeah, I'm gonna need to bring the clock down. This is our bus in here, which is gonna connect up to the EEPROM. We've got an AND gate for controls on for controlling the bus. Got an AND gate for controlling the bus. So let's stick the AND gate right next to it. Alright. Got an AND gate right here. And then we've got, yeah, the EEPROM, the actual 7 segments themselves. This is the demuxer. We've got the 107, the JK flip-flops. JK flip-flops feed from the 555 timer into the JK flip-flop, and the JK flip-flop feeds into the demuxer, and the demuxer feeds into the 7 segments. So that's how we're going to do this, like this. Make sure I put the 555 timer in the correct direction. And there we go. That allows 2 between everybody. There we go. Alright. I think that's exactly the layout that Mr. Eater has, or dang close enough. Alright. Not that, I need to be doing exactly how Mr. Eater has it, but you know, it's just making sure it looks nice. All right, let's hook up this power back up over here, and then we'll power the rails down here as well. There we go. And we'll get the clock pulled down over here because the clock is going to need to go into the AND gate. So put this aside for the moment. And then I guess I'm going to hook up power and ground for all of these. So power on the rails, clock, power and ground. That's where we're going to start. Because that'll at least get a good chunk of the busy work out of the way. All right. So anyway, Dr. Noobs, you said you were upgrading to a 3080. How did you get your hands on them? Their sweet graphics card. I hear that. I hear that it is quite difficult these days. Oh, no. Did I do this one too long? No. I think we're good here. Hold on. Hey. Go in the right place. Yeah, that'll work. Come on. Alright. Always good to make sure that I connect the correct rail to the correct rail. Do not want to have one rail where power and ground are switched, because that would be not great. Sorry, supply and ground, I know, but like, listen. If you know that, it should probably be called the supply, or like the sink instead of the ground or whatever. You should probably be doing one of these yourself. Alright, there we go. Not my finest work, but could be a lot worse. Let's do the clock on the other side here. Strip mark there, clip there. Still clipping these a little long, but when I can't see them, I'd rather clip them long than too short, you know? All right. All right, we got clock there. Okay. I think this might be a little bit wide, but I'll probably make it work. Oh no, that's perfect. Perfect. Okay, so power and ground for all of these. Literally just going to pull up the schematic for each of them because I want to make sure that I get that right. Yep, the power is 8 and the ground is 1 on the 555 timer. Power and ground are straight across from each other on the 555 timer as opposed to opposite corners like they usually are. So on the rest of the chips, the 555 timers are a little bit of a special little beast there. So oh, I actually have some extra grounds lying around, so hold on 1 second, because I made too many for oh no, they came out of the memory address. The memory addresses were all tied to ground, so let's see. I have 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, and then the EEPROM. Yes, ground is 12. I didn't actually show that, sorry, but ground is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep. Ground. So, there we go. Now let's do 1, 2. Well, actually, I have 2 more ground minimum to get through. So let's do 2 more ground. Ah. Just for the supply itself, I have 2 more ground. So. This one here. Ground. Now I'm gonna have some extra grounds and powers to do because of the way that because of the number of chips that are tied high or low here. There are quite a number of chips that are tied high or low, so. All right, ground here. Come on, go in, go, get in. There we go. All right, now a bunch of powers. Clock, yellow, go in. Thank you. Trying to keep the excess out of the way in the box while I'm working on it. Only working so well. Alright. Let's see. Power up this bus transceiver here. Excuse me. Power up the bus transceiver here. Thank you. The output doesn't use a register. It just uses these JK flip-flops. Is that right? There's no register that happens here. It comes in from the bus and then goes straight into the EEPROM. But there's no oh, I'm sorry. So this is a 74LS273. Let me just make sure. Looking at this. Yes, okay, this is an 8-bit deregister. I'm sorry. I was thinking this was a bus transceiver, but that's the 245. So this is a register in. Given that there will always be something displayed on the bus, I guess that makes sense. Yeah. And it's got 8 inputs and 8 outputs. I'm sorry. It has 8 inputs and 8 outputs, so you don't have to worry about using a transceiver on the bus for it. Oh, let me just double check the power and ground on that. Yep, normal power and ground. Okay. Next, power on here. Yeah. No, don't cut my headphones. Alright, power here. Alright. Now then, power for these two are set. So I have to put power here. And then hopefully... Oh wait, I don't have the EEPROM programmed, so I'm not going to be able to show the output properly working tonight, unfortunately. So I will probably do this tonight. What I will probably do tonight will be to wrap up by connecting everything to the bus. Since I can't really show the output, unfortunately, I'm going to have to program the EEPROM before I can do any of that. So, alright, 555 timer is powered. Oh, I was kind of squishing that plastic a little bit. I don't like that at all. Yeah, I don't like what I did to the plastic here at all. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna toss that and do another one. Grabbing it with the wire cutter section of these pliers instead of the nice flat portion of the grip, the non-grooved portion of the grip. All right. I don't know what terms are for things, so. Go in. Okay. There we go. We got 2 more. Two more before we actually have to do some logic. And, schematic reading and all that. Alright, this has got to go in behind the LEDs there. So let's be careful, please. There we go. Yes. Nope, straight down, thank you. There we go. Perfect. Okay. One more. All right, this also has to go in behind the LEDs. Ah, it's fallen into my warm blanket. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, that one there. Okay. So, powered, grounded. They will turn on now, and then flicker back and forth like crazy because it has no idea what to do. Goodness. Let's see what's next. Let's see. We can. Yeah, I am all the way zoomed in here, huh? We've got our write enable, WE. Is that correct? WE. That can't be it. Maybe it's like output enable. No, because then there's OE here. And then there's CE here, which is chip enable. Oh, right. Yeah, that is write enable. It's pulled high. It's an active low. It says write enable gets pulled high, output enable gets pulled low, and chip enable gets pulled low. So let's get those 3 bits of the EEPROM pulled low first. That's bits. 21 is high, and 18 and 20 are low. So, so 1 high and 2 low. Oh, actually 1 high. Oh, and they're all going to be on this side. Okay. So I'll need to make the lows a little bit longer. So bit 21 is high. There's a 24 pin chip, but I'm going to count it out anyway, just in case. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So this one here is high. Well, it's actually convenient because it's right on the end of a break in the rails. So 21 is high. And then 20 and 18 are low. So not 19. Oh, 19 is connected to a switch somewhere. 19 is connected to a switch. Why is there a switch for the output? Oh, that switch is for signed or unsigned. So that switch actually is going to get replaced with that switch is going to get replaced with a signal, because that's one of the signals that I want to add to this is output signed or output unsigned. So, but for the moment, so 19 will be that. So this is 20. Oh, I'm sorry. This is 21, 22, 23, 24. Yeah, so 20, 19, 18. So given the proximity to these LEDs, I'm actually going to tie these two together and then tie this low. So let's see about that. We'll do one a little long for the tying them to ground, and then we'll tie them together with a little bit of a short one. Let's see. So this is 20, 19, 18. So 18. This might be even a little bit too long here, but no, we'll get there. Come here. Come here, you. What are you doing? Okay. You ready? Go in. Why is that being a pain in the butt to go in? I mean, apparently it's right next to that LED is a problem. This LED is being a pain in the butt. Okay. Now the LED can go back in. There we go. Much better. Okay. Gonna really hope that I got that LED right back in the right spot. Looks like it, but all right. Now let's tie these other two together. Let's see. Oh, no, obviously a little bit more there. Thank you. Not quite getting my brain straight about how I need to cut this one and bend it nicely. There we go. That should work. Though, I want to clean this up a little bit. Hold on. Oh, okay. Just a little bit of excess plastic on this that I don't like. There we go. Okay. Taken care of. So, this will work between these two, right? Yes. Alright, so those two can get tied together. And that will tie them both to ground. Right? You're gonna stay in there? Yep. Okay. Apparently this other end, it feels like, is a little long, but okay. Nope, we're good. Okay, so that's 18 and 20 tied together, and they're both tied to ground. Let's see what the next bit is. Let's see, are there any other easy ones? Well, we should probably tie the clock for this, should tie the clock in for this AND gate. And tie all of the other inputs on this AND gate low. So let's see. Tying them low, I kind of want to do through like 10K resistors. But the clock on this, my point is, the clock on this is in port 2, and the input is port 1, pin 1, pin 2, and then it outputs pin 3. Yeah. So let's tie the clock in first. We'll worry about the cleanup of tying those pins low and stuff after we've got the basic logic taken care of. Over. It doesn't actually matter which one this goes into, so I'm actually going to do it into 1. The other one can go into 2. The right can go into 2. There we go. It's interesting. Does this register have a? Does this? No, this deregister does not have a clock. So this is really making this the. This is really making this the the clock here, but does this still latch on the rising edge of... Oh, yes. Clock pulse, it does have... This is going into the clock, but it's only when the output in is also enabled is when the clock pulse will go in. I see. That's so interesting. So that goes into pin 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, 11. I'm going to do this on the other side. I'm just going to do this on this side. Because it doesn't really matter, right? Oh, now I've got to... That makes me frustrated. Because, like, if I had done it to pin 2, or I had already identified that this was going to go in here, and then the inputs are 3, 4, 7, 8. Okay, so yeah, 3 is in, 2 is out, 4 is in, 5 is out. So these are all over the place for which side they are in. Okay, clock in there. Thank you. Excuse me? Excuse me. Excuse me. Sir? Sir. I need you to sit down. Sir? There we go. Yeah, I don't like that at all. Make a new one! That's so frustrating. Oh, this is a good sized, This is a good sized one. Do I already have one that is this long? No. Actually. Yes, I do. You can get traded out in the shame box. Hooray! It doesn't matter which one this goes into, so... Yes, now, there we go. So now this... Right. And when right is high, it will write in. Excellent. On the rising edge of the clock. So there we go. So now then, this is still an out here. I'm just going to double check the schematic for an AND gate, but pretty sure that, yes, 13 in, 12 in, 11 out. Okay, so, yeah, 13 in, 12 in, 11 out. So, I will just connect this with yellow back to the other, because it's clock / control that it is doing. So pin 11, 2 pin 16, 15, 14, 13. Okay. All right. And then yellow can go away again for a while, I think. Probably. We'll see. Can I pick this up off the dang table so that I can strip it, please? All right. There we go. So that'll work for that. That in there. I don't know why he didn't do it that way. No, he actually did do it that way. It's just labeled differently for some reason over here. So, oh, that's funky. All right. So, let's see. Um, so this is taken care of. This is taken care of. This is a clear bit. So, you know, tie one high. Okay. Number 10 is to ground, and number 20 is to ground. Oh, I'm sorry. 20 is power, 10 is ground. Wait, what? Yeah, no, 20 is power. Yeah, no. 20 is power, 10 is ground. That's correct. Yep. Already taken care of that. I don't know why it shows it on this one and not on the other ones, but whatever. And then, so I think that let's move on to the, let's move on to the 139. I don't know if, it looks like both 3 and 8 connect to pin 7 off of the 139. Oh no, pin 7 or pin 6 or pin 5 or pin 4. Whichever ones. That is not my point. My point is both 3 and 8 connect off of it. And that doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right at all. The 2 to 4 line demux. So this is the select, this is the output, this is the select, and this is the output. Oh, so this actually has 2 different, this is a 2, yeah, each of the 2 decoders decodes 2 select input bits to enable the corresponding one of the 4 output lines. So, and it's actually not of the outputs. So, fascinating. But I'm only using one of them, is that correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So I'm only using one side of this. Is there any reason for me not to... Am I actually tying 3 and 8 together? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I am. Just from the way that I'm looking at it on the picture. But that is not clear to me at all. So I'm probably going to hook this up offline, and I'm going to do some research, and I'm going to buy some new shit and do this offline. So I'll hook these up, the selector offline, and I'll look at hooking this up if I can tonight. Let's just do the easy one, which is the 555 timer. So the 555 timer, number 8 connects to current, number 1 connects to ground, that's correct. Number 2, this one is connecting... Okay, this always drives me nuts. This one, number 2, pin number 2, connects around to pin number 6. And also to a 10 nanofarad capacitor. So 10 nanofarad capacitor to ground. So let me just double check this real quick. The 10 nanofarad capacitor is the 104s. No, the 103s. See, I always get that backwards. Alright, so let's get some 103s. Which are inexplicably the larger of the two. I know that you're not meant for this, but like, can you just open it? All right, we got a 103 in here. Let's get that out. There's our 103. I really wish that this were slightly more in focus. There we go. Helps when I have a large enough screen for me to look at that on. So this is a 103. So this is gonna go between number 2 and ground. Yeah, so I'm gonna just bend this out a little bit. Just a little bit. Is that the correct distance? It is. So let's clip that. Thankfully, I have an excess of 103s, so if I don't do the right size, it'll be fine. There's the 103. And then it also connects around to number 6. So let's do that. So number 2 connects around to number 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. Number 2 connects 3, 4, 5, 6. So gotten much better at this since I did the first one. So and yet I'm still gonna muck around a whole bunch with it. Hold on a sec. Let's see. Blah. Oh, that bend is fun, which you can't see because it's out of focus. There we go. That's way too far out. That's way too far out. I overcompensated. All right. There we go. Oh, I'm sorry. Number 6. There we go. That's perfect. Number. Then here. All right. Number 2. Number 2 is going to be here. All right, number 2 and number 6 can now connect together so nicely. Come on. Never wants to go in when I want it to. Number 2 and number 6. Calling number 2 and number 6. There we go. Okay. And yet it's still long. The angle is not perfect. Therefore, I am dissatisfied. All right. There we go. Much better. Much better. Okay. I'll take it. That's pretty good. Not perfect, but pretty good. Now that most awkward of connections is out of the way. What's next? Number 2 is connected to number 6. Let's see. Number 6 is connected to 7 with with one of those 100K resistors. All right. I'm gonna need a bag for these 100K resistors. I have my other ones all nicely labeled. So this one is connecting between number 6 and number 7. Just going to put it there for the moment. And then 1K from number 7 to voltage. So let me see if I can get this nicely placed as compactly as possible. Let's see. All right. So let's see. That is pretty compact, I would say. And then 1K to power. I'm gonna pull up one my bag of other resistors because I don't need to open these other 1Ks yet with the extras that I have, and I would rather keep things in their packaging because that keeps them from getting torn about and disorganized. So 1K resistor here. Put this back in the bag. In my filing bag. All right. Let's see. Just clip the legs off that. Pop that into power there. All right, that'll work. So then number 4 goes to nothing. Number 5 gets another 103 capacitor. This is just meant to be a very quick timer. I don't know quite what the hertz is for it, but it's very fast. It's very fast clock. So for the, I can actually calculate it. Hold on, I've been doing all these stupid calculations for trying to figure out why the other clock wasn't working properly. Alright, Ohm's law calculator. I hate your font so much. So the capacitor is 0.01 microfarads. The first resistor is 1 kilo ohm. The second resistor is 100 kilo ohms. It is 717 hertz. So the refresh rate on the 7-segment display is about 700 hertz. This is connecting number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 to ground there. Or to power or to ground? To ground. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, that'll work. It's actually a little bit far, but yeah, let's there we go. Bend those legs a little bit more. Okay, perfect. And all right, so that's pin 1 to ground, pin 2 the resistor to ground, and also to number 6. Pin 3 is our output. Pin 4, I'm sorry. Pin 4 is just not connected. Pin Is that also not connected to... Yeah, that's also not connected on my other one. No, it is tied high on my other one. I think I'm probably going to tie pin 4 high. Pin 5 is connected via a capacitor to ground. Pin 6 is connected to pin 2 and to pin 7 via a 100k resistor. Pin 7 is connected to pin 6 and to power via a 1k resistor, and then pin 8 is connected to power. Good. Okay. I think that I want to just tie this other one high. Just so that it's not ever gonna come up as a problem. And I will probably test this in a moment, just to make sure that it is indeed working. Though it will literally just stay on. So as long as it is on, I'm pretty happy. So given the rate at which it is going to be blinking. Though I could replace one of the capacitors. I'm sorry, one of the I could replace one of the capacitors actually. Hold on. Let's see, this is power there. Hold on one moment. Let's see. Oh, if I replace that capacitor with a 1 microfarad, it will go at 7 hertz. Yeah, and if I replace it with a 10, it will go at 0.7 hertz. So, we pull 10 microfarad capacitor. Let's pull up an LED and grab a resistor. Just give me an LED, I don't care which one. Alright. That there. Let's do this. So this is going from output to here. So we'll tie an output there. And we'll tie the larger capacitor here. So let's see what happens. In theory, this should just work. Pop in our power down here. Let's see. On and off. Excellent. Okay, good. So we've got a correct timer. And if I swap out this back to this tiny capacitor here, it will be... It flashes so quickly, not even my eye can see it. So, not surprising. Though, just for completeness' sake, so 1 microfarad, this should blink at 7 times a second. Yeah, which is not showing up well on the camera, but is quite smooth on the, quite smooth in real life. Alright. So, let's leave this tiny capacitor here and let it run at 700 hertz. Take out our LED that we were just testing with, and our resistor we were just testing with. Put those back in their respective bags so that I stay somewhat organized. Alright. putting these all away, and the capacitor can go back in the bag as well. All right. LED bag. Ah, my lead bag. All right, LEDs are away. There we go. Okay, so 555 timer is complete. It should hook up its output, number 3, to the input clock of this JK flip-flop. Out of curiosity, I wanna look at this for a second. So the JK flip-flop, both J and K are high, and the output for that is going into the clock there. So it's going to flip back and forth at half the rate. Is that right? And then, so is this literally just like having the output there? Ah, yes. Okay, here it is. This is why this exists. So it is kind of like having the rate every time, but it's because it's pulling up different data from the EEPROM depending on the output of each of these flip-flops. So that's why, and then they're both going in here. So this is really acting as a counter. These JK flip-flops are really acting as a 2-bit counter. That's what the deal is. Ender. Hold on. Wait a minute. No, I don't have my other camera hooked up. Truly reminding me I do need to drink. To you, sir. All right. So, yeah, so this is acting as a 2-bit counter, essentially. So, let's hook up 1 and 4, and then 8 and 11, and 13 and 10. All of these bits are going high. So, 1, 4, 8, 10, 11, and 13 are all going high. Okay. That's going to be a lot. That's on the 107? That's on the 107. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13 are all going high. Whew. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 that are getting tied high on this. Goodness. Let's see if I can try and do at least some of this. 1 and 4 are both on the same side, so I can do these as longer ones. And then 8, 10, 11, and 13 are all on the other side, but that means that I gotta do these shorter, so. Alright. Of course, these are, even so, a little bit short, as is. Alright. Let's see. 13. Whoop. 13. Oh, come on. Fine. I'm literally just gonna put it there, and I'm just gonna make the other ones, and I'll put them all in at once. Try and do a little bit of assembly line here. 2. Ah! 3. Hey. Actually, strip that if you're gonna... Oh, you're just gonna be a jerk about it now, aren't you? Alright, fuck that one. I'll do that one in a moment. Let's see. Number 13. Come on. Go in. Does not want to go in one of those. Oh yeah, that's very tight. Okay, that should be better. Oh yeah, that's much better. Okay. 13, 11. What is pin 12 on this? Oh, pin 12 is the clock in from the A-stable timer, okay. And then 8. 13, yeah, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Alright, let's do the other several. The other 3. Ow. 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 Finally stabbed myself with one of these. Damn, these wires bend. Ow. Surprised it's taking this long, actually. Alright, let's see, number 8. Just get that in there so that I can have that side done. Good. So, the clock is going to hook up from here to here. And then the output of number 2 is going to hook into number 9. So that's going to hook up there. And then and a couple of these are just going to not be tied to anything, which is fine. What am I doing? Cut these, make them longer. Okay. These are not longer. The other ones were short, but these ones are just regular size now of that. What I would call regular size power cables, or power jumpers. Alright. This is for number 1. There we go. I'll make it work, see? Ah. Hey, go in. There we go. Number 1 and then number 4. Number 1 and number 4. Alright. Number 4. Alright, all of these are tied high. Okay. So, number 3 from the A-stable timer connects to number 12 of the So what if I were to do this the other way around? So number 2 is the output, and number 5 is the output. And those both need to connect into 3 and 2 on the 139. Okay, so yeah, I do want to have both of those out on this side. Oh no, it's, but my point is, if I were to switch these, so I could say this one goes into 9 instead. Oh, and then it goes from 9 into number, and the output is number 5 into number 12. Okay, yeah, alright, so it does, it's not, none of this is elegant using this. I don't like this chip. None of this is elegant. Alright. Can't get a good way to, connect this up without going around a corner a bunch of corners, rather. Well, let's hook up the 555 timer to number 12, to pin number 3, going out to number 12, out to number 12, number 12 there. Alright, so that's a fun S we've got there. Number 3 to number 12. Yeah. Mission accomplished. Yeah. There we go. That'll work. Yep, number 3 to number 12. Perfect. So then number 2 to number 9. So now this is the input from the clock is good. Now it's just the JK flip-flops that we're using for this. So now all of the pins that I'm referring to are on the JK flip-flops. So number 2 is the output to number 9. I know I'm still doing this in like clock, but it's going to connect to a clock pin, so there we go. Number 9, the only one that's open. Clip that there so I get the box out of the way, and then I'll cut off the extra. Cut off that excess. Alright. Yeah, that is indeed marked. Poorly, but well enough that I can see it. Come on, get out. Thank you. There we go. Okay, so number 9 and number 2. There we go. Alright, so we've got our clocks hooked up there. And then number 5 is our other output. Yeah, 2 and 3 are our outputs here. And 5 is our output here. That's really interesting because it actually uses the inverted output on 1. and then the regular output on the other. I'm not worried about it. I'm just gonna trust the schematic, but that's a little odd. All right, so number 2 connects into number 2 of the 139. It's also going to connect into the EEPROM, but I'll worry about that in a minute. Number 2 connects to number 2, and number 5 connects to number 3. So let's go number 2 to number 2 first. We're going to use standard data green. Oops. Number 2 to number 2. Number 2 to number 2. There we go. And number 5 to number 3. So let's see, number 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. 5 to number 3. This is into the demuxer, right? Ah. Okay. JK flip-flops are our counters. And then we decode that with the demuxer. Or the muxer, or whatever. You want to call it... I seem to have... No, okay, number 5. Number 5 into number 3. Everything's fine. Like, I seem to have done this completely wrong. But no, I was trying to go number 3 into something. So there we go. Number 5 into number 3. That'll work. Yeah. Okay. Number 5 into number 3. Let's look at the other bits of this. Number 1 should go to ground, so that should be tied high. I'm sorry, tied low, so that the chip is always enabled. So let me do that. Regular size ground. Yeah. Alright. Number 1 is tied to ground. Come on. In. Yeah. Number 1 is tied to ground. And then, so 1, 2, 3. So then 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we're just not using this side. So I should probably tie some of these inputs low or something. But I'm not worried about it for the moment. Yeah, not worried about that for the moment. Again, that's a later problem. And so yeah, I don't know if I should be tying this to the common ground or not. Here's what I'm thinking, though. What if I do this? Yeah, I don't know if I need to tie it to one or to both. If I do that, that should work. And then this one to ground? Is that right? Yeah. Let's try that. This is not going to work at all, is it? Nope. Oh yeah, no, that totally is it. Yeah. So I only need to tie one over, not both. Just out of curiosity, I want to make sure that I know which ones are burned out and which aren't. This one is completely burned out. And this one has a burned out decimal point. So the two end ones are the ones I need to replace. That's always fun. Okay. So let's connect these over just to the just to that single cathode. And if it turns out that I need to connect them to both, in case well, let me do this. Let me grab more jumpers, and I will say, let's do this one, right? So I need to be pulling these high, right? So let's see if I pull multiple ones high, does it get dimmer or something? I don't think so. Am I going to need to hook them both in eventually, or are we going to be good like this? I have too many things and not enough jumpers. All my jumpers are used. I need to really start to get them. I need to get more of these is what I need to do. Let's see. No, all right. I don't think that any of these are going to be a problem. So I literally just need to. Nope. I think I plugged something. I just shorted something. It's fine. Yeah. No, the whole thing lights up with only one connection. So, yeah, that's good. Cool. I don't know if that's going to put strain on it or anything, but here we are. Clearly, I don't know what I'm doing at all, so. Given that I burned out half of my 7-segment display already, so. Alright. Yeah, let's connect these across. I'll do the ground over here. Let's connect these across. This is pin 7 to the first one. It's interesting because it has, yeah, pin 4 going to what looks like this one. I suppose it doesn't matter. Yeah, no, 0, 1, 2, 3. That's what I want. So, yeah, that makes sense actually. So, pin 0 across. Actually, if I'm gonna do it that way, then I'm gonna do these on the inside first. So. So pin 7 to the cathode here. Come on. Time for more drink? Oh, no. Hold on 1 second. I need to go get more drink. That's really what this is. Alright. Here we are. There we go. That's tucked in there. 1 moment. Hold on. I'm going to go get another Gatorade. Ah. Oh. Oh. Ooh, tired. Hey, my masks. This is where they all ended up. Okay. Put my headphones back on. Oh, did I just bump the camera? No, I think I just, I don't know, screwed around with something. Oh yeah, I bumped this. All right, there we go. Another drink to Ender. Okay. There we go. That's better. Okay. Okay, so that one is complete. Let's do the next one. Number 6. All right, number 6 across here. Come on. This one here. There we go. Make sure that's actually like in the correct pin. I'm just realizing that all of these pins, might actually, I mean, I can just connect all of the pins to each other. So I can connect 1 to 1 to 1 to 1, and then just have this connect 1 here, and then 2 here, and then 4 here, and then 5 here, and then just pass it along. So that I'm not connecting out of here and then across every single one. It's just a set. These ones are just set distances across. That's going to be a good shortcut to remember. Now then. This one, and come on, there. That's the correct one? Yeah, it is. It just is a little bit, it's a little bit out. I'm gonna bend that a little better. There we go. All right. Okay. Nope, I I just sliced that because I had this misadjusted. There we go. 20 gauge, not 24 gauge. Thank you. Okay. This is across here. That one goes to there. This one now connecting all the way across. No, not that one, not that one. To here. Okay. So now the common cathode, if you would, is connected there. So it literally is just hook up here to the EEPROM, and then the EEPROM to these, and these together, really. And then I have to program the EEPROM, and again, I'm not going to do that on stream because that's going to be a little bit of a pain in the butt. So I am going to do that as an offline project. I think I'm also going to do as an offline project connecting here to these, because I feel like I can sit there and do that for like several hours while watching a movie. So the last thing we're going to do tonight, we're going to hook up from here to the EEPROM. So the outputs and inputs on here are a little wonky. So number 2 to number 8, which is address 0. So number 2 to number 8. Actually, let's go the other way around. Number 1 on here is number 19 over here. So number 19 to number 1. I am gonna pull these out after all. Okay, number 19. And actually, yeah, no, I'm thinking like I can, yeah, I'll do it like this. This interesting. Actually, oh yes, okay. So number 19 to number 1. So I can pull these across here, straight down, and I can actually pin them over here. I'm not gonna put LEDs or anything for this, but I can actually pin them over here. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from 19 across. Let's make sure that we do this the right way. 19 across to number 1. 19 to number 1. So number 1 will be here. So number 1 is here. All right. Yeah, 19 across to number 1 here. And then I can just tie this across to number 1. So number 2 is pin 16. So all right, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16. 16. across to number 2. Alright, so numbers 19, 18, 17, 16. That's right, I can count, it turns out. Alright, number 15 to number 3. Okay, so right next to it, that's easy enough. Number 15 across to number 3. Yeah. Right, number 15 to number 3. And number 12 to number 4. Yes. Just making sure. I'm counting up on the EEPROM, but it's always good to make sure. So number 12, so 10, 11, 12. Wait a minute. 10, 11. Oh no, there's 11, 12, 13. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, so 11, 12. So we'll go with... we'll bend this a little bit nicer. A little bit sharper. And we'll go to number 4. Come on. Man. All right. Number 12. Nope. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Now did I cut it too short? I did. Number 12 to number 4. Yeah. Number 12 to number 4. There you go. All right. It's okay. No, that's definitely not okay. It's not okay. Number 12 to number 4. That'll work. That's not my favorite there, but I'll deal with it. Okay, now the number 9 to number 5. So from 9 to 5. That's easy to remember. Let's see. Pin number 9 here. 10, 9. Easy enough. To number 5. Number 5. Oops. Come on. Thank you. Alright, number 9. Number 5. Excellent. Number 6. Goodness. Yeah, I'm getting very tired. I keep dropping my trash all over the place instead of putting it in the nice trash box. Alright, number 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, good. Put it there because it can kind of wrap nicely outside around that number 9. Outside the 9 to 5. There we go. Oh. Just realized 6 to 6. I literally just realized that. I feel really dumb. Alright, 6 to 6. Come on. Goodness. Okay. Okay. Now then, 6 to 6. Okay, 5 to 7. Much worse shift than 9 to 5. So 6, 5. Around the bend to 7. Oh, that was a very short cut there. That is not ideal. So that curve might not be so gentle there. All right. 5 here. 7 here. Yeah. There we go. All right, and the last one is number 2 to number 8. Number 2. Up and around. To number 8. Okay. Never gonna get to this attaching the whole thing to the bus. All right. Nope, not number 4. Number 2, please. Number 2 to number 8. Okay. So then let's just pop these across. And we'll be in great shape there. And then, 9, 10, and 11. 9, 10, and 11 all have to hook into 3 of these, so hooray! And then like maybe one is gonna come over, so we'll see how that works. Okay. Hey, thanks for hanging out, Galen. Have a good night. Alright, here we go. Straight across there. And then I'm just going to cut 8 of these. Let's just make sure that this fits properly, and then I'm going to cut 8 of these. Ah, nope. Come on, you gonna go in or what? Oh. That one to that one. Okay, so that'll be perfect. We just pop that out. Need to do 8 of these. So that's 2, this is 3. This is 4. This is 5. Number 6. Number 7. And number 8. I know it seems silly to kind of waste this space here by like bringing it here, but I like the nice clean lines across too much, so. Let's see if I can kind of eyeball all these. This is a terrible plan. Let's see if I can eyeball all these. Just cut them all right now. I mean, you know, just screw them all up, every single one of them, right? Oh, that is, well, actually not too bad. It's only a little bit long on one end. All right, there we go. How about that? So let's see. This is one that I kind of eyeballed a little bit. Yeah, there we go. That'll be nice. Hopefully we just don't get any that are too short, you know? That's really what I'm worried about is when I'm eyeballing these, is doing it too short. Compared to my master here. Yeah, again, just a little bit long. Not that long. There we go. I'm sure that the clonking against the box is really great for the audio. And the random movements of things off screen. Go away. This little box cutter thing that I have, it has a little magnet in it. So it picks up on the, if I leave it too close to some of my tools, it'll pick up on, like, the pliers or whatever. Okay. Okay. Not even gonna check this one. Literally just gonna shove it in and see if it fits. Let's see. How'd we do? Ah! Well, put that in. Oh, perfect. Okay. Alright, I've got the measurement now. In theory. Now that I've said that, of course I'm gonna mess up the next one. Or I'm just gonna mess up the cutter again. Come on. That's so disappointing. Hate it when I put it at the wrong gauge because it just slips around my finger that way. Alright, let's try that again. 20 gauge wire, thank you. Thank you. That's way too short, or way too long. I did not strip enough from that end. All right. Oh, that is one entire section too long. 1 unit too long. There we go. Nope. 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 Alright. Guess I do not have that measurement quite eyeballed correctly yet. I always forget how far apart these holes are too. Like, when I'm looking at them close up, I'm cutting the wires, I always think it's like a millimeter, but they're really like 2 millimeters apart. Okay. Oh, yes. Only 2 more to go. Because, again, I am holding on to one of them for reference. But it's already cut. And already stripped. Let's see. Yeah, alright. That eyeballing is getting much better. Come on, this is the last one I need to strip. Please don't screw this up. And then I'm going to go to bed. I don't know where that little bit ended up. The little bit of plastic flew off somewhere and I don't know where it is. It's fine. I'm sure it'll show up. Alright, that one less good. Just a small trim off that. Okay. I'm gonna move this one to the end because it's a little bit shaved on one end. And actually I can, yeah, no, both sides are a little bit short, so I was gonna say I can turn it around to make it look a little bit better, but I'll move that one there. Since that's a little bit long, it'll look, it emphasizes the difference of how short that other one is versus this one is right in the middle. That'll work. Okay, there we go. So we've got our eight address lines into the EEPROM. So what I'm going to be doing offline, is I'm going to tie down any inputs or outputs that might be a problem. Looking at you and gate. And I'm going to connect up the EEPROM to the 7-segment display. Gonna buy a couple new 7-segment display bits. Couple new 7-segment displays. And I'm going to program the EEPROM. So that's my plan. For tonight, this should be working as is, and I know at least that the timer is. And if we were to hook up these, I bet that these would show up as correct as well. So actually, let's do that just to make sure that we're working there. I'm going to switch this capacitor out for one of the large capacitors again, so that it will go at a reasonable pace, and we'll just use the multimeter to to test these. So or actually, wait, no, this one will hook up power. Yes, we're looking high on these, so we'll do this. We'll just hook up one segment on each of these to power, and then in theory it should flick through 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh right, this one doesn't work. But if I were to switch this briefly. Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the one that I burned out doesn't work, but that does work for our stuff there. And oh, and actually, if I hook these back up, then they should just, well, at least I'll hook up the 3 of them. They should just all 3 show us on, because it's going to be going that fast, right? Yeah. So all 3 of them show us on. I hooked this up to the wrong one, but you know, they're all it goes fast enough that they're all on. So, because again, refresh rate of 700 hertz is definitely faster than the human eye. So, all right, I'm going to go to sleep now so that I can get up and work in the morning. So, why is this so crooked? What did I hit that this is so crooked? That is supposed to be like 90 degrees there. There we go. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me for this continual project. Hopefully, I will see you again next Thursday at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Otherwise, I have some Crusader Kings to do on Sunday, probably. Actually, I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing Crusader Kings on Monday. On Sunday, I'm sorry. I might do something different. We will see. Come check out the Discord if you would like to suggest a game for me to play for what my normal stuff is. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. Have a great night.